Hello, let's talk about the Tower Tarot Oil. Now, as you can see from the Tot Deck's version of the Tower Tarot card, there is a bit of an explosion that's gone on. And the truth of the matter is that within pretty much every tarot deck, many of them anyway, particularly those that are based on the Smith-Waite deck or the Arthur Edward Waite deck as it originally was known, we do see this long tower, very much like Rapunzel's tower, with a little window up the top. You can imagine her being locked in that tower, unable to get free, locked away from the world. And the truth of the matter is that that's a big part of what's going on with the tower experience, is there is constriction and restraint. And we use the Tower Tarot Oil when we are working with constraints. Now, it might be being stuck in a job that you hate, but for various reasons you cannot leave, or your creativity is being constrained by somebody who doesn't want you to colour outside the lines, so to speak. So when we are experiencing that restraint, that constraining experience where we're stuck and we cannot breathe freely, then we're going to want to use the Tower archetype. And the Tower Tarot Oil can really help us to deal with the challenges that brings for us. And likewise, when we are ready to actually push out of that constraint. Now, for example, let's just say that you were in a long-term relationship, and just say you were going through a divorce and you were not coping well, or you were dealing with the difficulty of the release from that structure within which you had been residing. It can support you to actually stay in it, and it can also support you to break free from it. That's when you would use the Tower Tarot Oil. Now, there are some really beautiful oils that are included in here. One of them is black pepper. Now, I'm sure that you have had somebody, grind black pepper onto a meal if you've been in a restaurant, or perhaps you've got one at home in the cupboard and you use that. Now, what's actually happening there? I mean, the doctrine of signatures is quite magical, isn't it? Those tiny little black peppercorns, they're so tightly they're really tight, dense little things. And it's under the pressure they break. And the fragrance actually explodes into the nose. And the spice is actually freed. And so that magical energy from the peppercorn is released into the air, into the ether. And we can use it for healing then, right? That's just one of the ingredients in the tarot oil. So why would you use it? Well, they're pretty damn magical. They smell really good. This particular one has spruce and pine in it as well. And I mean, the reason for that is, think about those trees. They are tall and strong. And so we get a lot of strength and balance from those trees. We're also reaching towards the light, and the light comes through, and energy flows like sap in the spring. Yeah. So there's a feeder element. You are being fed when you use this tarot oil. What else? Look, really, all I can say is use it. A friend of mine showed me, she's just been gifted this beautiful tarot deck. I'll put an image of it with this little video vignette on the Tower Tarot Oil. And she showed me the version of the Tower card in her new deck. And it is magical. It shows a woman actually kicking kicking the tower down, because sometimes that's what we have to do. Those things that hold us tight, stop us from expressing who we are, we need to push those things down. And sometimes we need that power, and the tower can give us the power, the clarity. You know, when you see the light, that lightning bolt hit the top of the tower, that is actually us being freed. And the light of spirit is coming in and filling us so that we can do what we need to do and be who we are. So they are amazing to use. I really encourage you to work with the tower archetype, with the tarot oil. It will enliven you and strengthen you and bring the light in a way that, well, really nothing else can. They are spirit inspired. Enjoy.